Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Hall alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. GA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Some people called on Joel Embiid to be more aggressive. The process accepted that with humility, saying, I want to be great. It's only right for people to expect me to drop 35 a night. At the same time, he said, I'm not a selfish player. If the defense double teams me, it's about making the right play. Kevin?
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. And it was stories and power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Look at the Nets. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the fifth spot on the board.
And right now for Philadelphia, they come out the gate strong. They have a roster that can continue to improve. So reasons for optimism abound here for this team.
Now look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Here is an Embiid hold down the post corner. Seth Curry is in there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green at the three, the small forward. And for the kick, Josh Jackson out there with Hayes. Then there's Jeremy Grant, Ben Plumlee, and Bailey in the basement. And it's the Pistons to start out.
Yun, no? Welcome back dito sa gameplay natin ng 2K21. Bali, day 3 na to ng season na accidentally na simulate natin yung laban versus Celtics. Mabuti na lang nanalo. Check natin yung Detroit. Yun, no? Sabay si Danny Green. Oo, tapan ka.
I bet it does. Now here's Jackson. After the miss from Mason Plumlee, just 4 to shoot. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Driving the lane.
Yun, no? Kalusot na naman si Simmons.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the play, getting to the basket in no time.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Right wing. Back to Jackson. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Harris. Here's Philadelphia. Here's Simmons.
Uy, putik, mintis.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Jackson against Curry.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him. It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Here's Ben. Last game we saw him score 13.
Wala.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands.
Lead ni Seth Curry.
Curry gets the bucket. Here's Hayes.
Matatangkad lang yung mga kalaban.
Curry brings the double. Plumlee in the high post.
Oh, tapat ka na naman. Singit pa eh.
In the world, the length of Embiid makes it hard.
Sam kasi, no?
Lee's checked in for the Pistons.
Makaupo si Aris. Pagod na eh.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
And let's take a look
No.
now at some stats for Embiid. He's coming off an excellent season.
Pensive.
He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 11 rebounds and 3 assists. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team. He had
Ba tayo? Naka-on na.
his ferocity down low. He sets the tone for this club night in and night out.
Now here's Curry. Last game he had 12. Lets it go with the three.
Ayaw talaga.
Embiid, the pass to
Ay,
Curry,
putik.
taken away
Dat
by Hayes.
dinakdak niya.
And now the Pistons fast break. Lee finds Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity.
Ayaw
both ends.
patala sa
Great
dakdakan.
teamwork as well. Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And he's good on the second.
Pinalitan na naman lahat ng scorer natin.
76ers
Hindi na
on
naman
50%
nagtira.
from the field to this point. 4 of
Si
8.
Howard.
Hill dishes to Howard. And he gets the whistle for the
No, 3
3-second
second.
call.
Bagal
And now
kasi.
it's time to look at our rookie leaderboard and see which of the first-year players are tops in assists during the last month. Well, you look at Hayes, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran
Patay.
teammates really happy. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Hill. There's the pass to Howard. It's back to Hill. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Hill showing some deceptive strength in his wiry frame.
Hill against Lee. He kicks to Dumboy. The three. Distance keep it alive. Jackson in the corner. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal. Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
So the wing on the left. Lee outside. Screen by Diallo. 4 on the shot clock. Jackson has the open
patay.
look.
Pasok.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Hill with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's Hill penetrating. Pass to Milton. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
For Detroit, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Free throw good. Lee. And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in. And both free throws good for Lee. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. He takes it in. Here's Maxi.
Maxi.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Detroit leading by 3.
Ay, putik po
And the
mo.
whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one.
Ang ganda ng details ng ano,
And he sinks the second.
ng flooring ng
The
basketball.
76ers trail by 4.
Nalusot.
Into the lane. And that one's good. Maxey.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the
Walang
ball to
papang,
the rim.
walang papa.
Now Diallo. That
Ay,
one falls.
putik si Masi. Yung kay Maxi.
He gets it up.
Nag-fumble pa.
Can't hit that one. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Pistons lead by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game. Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And a chance here for somebody
Oh,
like
tapal
Gatorade
na
to see
lang.
who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Corey Joseph. Grant is out there with Plumlee. And there's Jackson. And it's Bay in at the 3. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pistons. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. Embiid with the steal. Harris finds Simmons.
Pasok mo.
Curry as he lets it go.
Look.
And trying for the
Bano.
go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness,
Yung
his
pumasok.
fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And the Pistons with possession here. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Here's Joseph. And Simmons with the rebound. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Ayaw mag-init.
Shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Hayes the pass to Bay. Grant with the ball. And Simmons with the rebound.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence as these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 19 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Now, here's Grant. Here's Plumlee.
No,
It's
pasok.
through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Hill kicks to Curry. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Embiid. That shot off. Plumlee with some nice D. The Pistons trailing. Lee with the ball. Drives to the hoop. And Embiid with the block. And he recovers it. Hill pulls it in. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. It's Curry outside. Gets that one to drop. That's
Dalawa na
his
siya.
third field goal in 8 tries.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ay,
All
puti.
right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Nag-switch pala.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. But with all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, their highest draft pick in a decade, Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Dwight Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Here's Lee. 76ers getting the bucket. Off target from outside. Hill deciding where to go with it. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Nice dive to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Pistons trail by 6.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Diallo. He saw the 10 points last game. Shot clock at 5. Lee outside. The 76ers leading by 8. Simmons on the wing.
Boom.
29 seconds left in the
Pinilit
first
eh.
half.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Lee outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. And it's Simmons penetrating. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of
Kapos.
frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And we've reached halftime in this one. 76ers ahead as they end the second quarter on a 20-4 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, as you look at the game so far, how would you evaluate yourself?
I think defensively I'm doing pretty good. Offensively, I still got to work on a lot of stuff. But it's going well. I just got to calm down, slow down.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, the offense is depending on getting points in the paint, and they're getting those points. They're creating mismatches and being very aggressive when they get the one they want.
Over to Kenny. What do you think about Detroit?
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they can shoot a better percentage.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Taking a look at the 76ers. Here is an Embiid. Hold down the post for him. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green at the small forward position. Pistons trail by 12. He's with it. Now Green defending. On the way, Jackson. Back to Grant. That's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. Fast break chance. And slam dunk by Harris.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
This is it for Grant. Outside Jackson. Puts up a three. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 12.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
He's the pass to Plumlee. Here's Grant. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised. Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Corey Joseph comes in for Hayes. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Ben Simmons. Plumlee hits them both. Philadelphia leading by 18. Maxey passes to Embiid. The shot's good. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
with some art, and the rejection by Embiid.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And the basket by Harris.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Stewart's checked in for Mason Plumlee. The 76ers also with a sub. Hill's checked in. Here's Grant. Outside, Joseph. To the inside, Stewart. There's another
Tapal na naman.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
The Pistons making a change here. Here's Lee over Hill. No good from Lee.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Now the pass to Maxey. Green bounce pass. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
3 seconds.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shot good by Diallo.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Over in the corner, Green. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Buries the long-range jumper.
Pinulit
Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Detroit, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Here's Lee. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Ooh, this has
Eh, kapos.
I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Bano eh.
1:09 left in the third quarter. And Hill over to help. Out to the right wing. Jumboya passes to Stewart. Embiid with the steal. Outside Hill. Here's Harris.
Ay, puti.
Out of bounds.
Tinapon
Detroit
na.
takes possession. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Let's take a look at Hill. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Seth Curry. He's another player that shoots it extremely well from outside.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of course. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions. And Howard still a presence down low.
Milton in the corner. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's deflected. And stolen by Thibault. Harris finds Howard. And he gets the bucket.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books.
Muntik
And
pang
this one
pumasok
all but over already. 76ers ahead. Ending the third quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Josh Jackson. Wayne Ellington is out there with Cook. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's good, 2 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Joseph. Inside. The shot's good from Ellington.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And there's a foul.
Duh.
Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first
Fancy.
foul of the game.
And that's going to go back the other direction, but they played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Now here's Joseph. Now here's Jackson. In the corner, it's Ellington. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Here's Milton. Here's Maxey. There's the dish to Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Now, here's Grant. Kicks it to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
The three-pointer is right on target. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Stolen by Jackson. Looking to get back on track here. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the fast hands of Jackson, just a menace on defense. Has the potential to be a dangerous defender.
And again, Philadelphia turns it over.
Turnover na na.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Dwight Howard.
Dahil tayo ng computer.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Hayes the pass to Bay. continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree.
So that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotation, but it's worth it. Putting consistent pressure on this defense, just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Grant outside. Pass to Jackson. Plumlee with a screen on Kirk. And the shot goes in.
And how about the attack mode mentality that Jackson possesses? You can see there, even on the mid-range, he is looking to be aggressive.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
And one team is just completely
Jordan,
outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for
sabay.
Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And he can't hit the second. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that? Or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game.
Ubos oras eh.
The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You've got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Now, here's Joseph for 3, Ellington. That shot, no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Maxey. Pass to Korkmaz over Ellington. The 76ers again can't hit it. On the wing, Ellington. And it's off from three-point range. Fires the 3. Off on that one. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Joel, congrats on the win. A quality win. How did you secure it?
Oh, we played. We were tough tonight. We won soft. We
4
shared the
points
ball
lang.
defensively. We were really good, and that's what we got to do the rest of the season.
Well, you're building towards something good, man. Congratulations on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Yun, nanalo din. 61-39. Yun, mamaya na lang tayo ulit babalik. Pero Battlefield 5 naman. Yun, salamat po. Paalam.